Okay. Cool stuff. Smallest tower. What's up, y'all? Working on document today. This is loud as fuck, I bet. It's loud in my headphones. Let's check stream volume. Got some nice ambiance music. Let's see. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to tell. Cool stuff. Smallest tower. Waves fireside. Cool stuff. It is louder than it to be. Not doing that. This. Let me 30. Fireside waves. Penalties. What's up, y'all? Alright. That. Let's get a little sound check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Still loud for me. Try that. Still loud. That's not bad. Okay. This is 10%. Let's check live. Try that. Still loud. Oh, I fucking pause it. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to tell. It's good to my voice, but it's still way too loud. Cool stuff. I think 20% will be good. 30. 30's too loud. What's up, y'all? Try that. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, 10%. This is 10%. Let's check live. Yeah, 10%. Waves. What was the rain? Let's try that. Still. Oh, I fucking pause it. Waves down a little bit. There we go. Beat that. Nope. Is this just for Twitch? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch stats. Close. Alright. So today we are doing mostly StreamWork. Mostly StreamWork. I was doing some off stream. I was like, why don't I just stream? I need to get 4 hours in this week. What am I trying to do? I want to go through these Reddits, see if I find any good info, and I want to go through my my bookmarks because I have a lot. First, let's put this on.
Years ago about how to be a streamer, and it covered a lot of the bases that you will need.
We watched this last stream, I think.
Repetitive information, but I also have something different this time. This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer. So I have more info for you this time. It's not just me. I literally went out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I am calling my Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 edition. Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude. Step 1 on becoming a streamer. Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live. I'm being serious. Go live, you lazy fucker. If you have never even attempted to stream before, and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming. This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue. Do you want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do the damn thing. Just do it. Because that is the hardest step, is just doing it. And you'll make a million excuses and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough. I don't have anyone who'd watch me right now. I don't even know what I'd stream. Just fucking do it. If you're not even gonna try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm gonna prove to you that you're not serious, because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2. 639 hours streamed to an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's Jinxie, man. So if you're not willing to be Jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer. Be Jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right, congrats. You can continue watching this video. Now, the second question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you? Why me? There's a lot of information out there, a lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat. I won Streamer of the Year a year or two ago. You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold that record. But I've had some success streaming. And I care about imparting that because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's gonna come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have, because somebody who's watching this video right now will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world one day. Or they'll be a top streamer. I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are very good, who have mentioned me. And I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now. And she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her. And I'm flattered by that because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream, she's doing something crazy. She makes crack cocaine on the streets of Austin.
Yes?
This is a family establishment. You're not allowed to cook crack in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm cooking steak.
What?
I'm cooking steak.
So anyway, let me just give you the wisdom I have. And if you don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of. And this is true. I did ask 100 streamers. That's going to be the title of this YouTube video. I did ask 100 streamers. Disclaimer, 100 people didn't answer me. Okay? I did ask 100 people. It just turns out that only 30% of them actually answered. Not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're in the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad. That's pretty good, you know? So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurt along the way. But I did ask for you guys. I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer? Now, this one might seem simple. You guys could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people will think of is money. That is the biggest perk that most people would think of, is when you think of a streamer, you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. And I'm going to reveal something here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming, because they think of the money aspect. There it is. That was my last year on Twitch. 2021, I made $2.5 million. Now, bear in mind that money does include the subathon. So kind of does inflate it a little bit. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it. But it's a lot of money. People, you know, they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make. You also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean, that is the core of what streaming is. It is gaming. Literally, for my job, last week, I got to play Stick RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who robbed me. That's what I did for my job. That's what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. You're not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're gonna recognize you. Macy's, Banana Republic, not so much. But Best Buy, you know, those are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some cool people. A lot of the people that I liked watching, I got to meet. I got to hang out with, and now I also get to work with. These are the cool things about streaming, but everybody knows this. Everybody knows all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives, so I'm going to bring up a couple here. One, being a micro celebrity isn't always great, because sometimes you have haters. And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now, a guy who will DM me almost every week some mean shit. March 7th, 2022. Ain't no way your ass drive a Vespa. I got COVID a few days ago. It's because of your stupid Vespa. Stop driving the Vespa. Still at it. Just got Dolly, LMFAO. Okay, this picture does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, but still, what is that about? What is that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it does come full circle. Doesn't mean the hating stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island. Okay, you get the idea. Obviously, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. And the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact, an equal amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours a day for the entire year, 365 days a year. It's easy enough to go, work, lmao, this isn't even a real job, whatever, that's fine. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you, and you would basically lose everything else in your life along the way. And I have seen streamers do this. They lose everything else on the way because all they do is stream. It is their life. They're not gaining new life experiences. They're just sharing all their life experiences online. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody, you make your own hours. And the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live. So might as well be live as often as you can. Still, those negatives aren't that bad. Like, all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa985? Yes, me. Sign me up, man. Sign me up. Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world. Think of a streamer. There's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. Go Lions. These are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, then you're not really envisioning what your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer? I don't see a single person in chat who's instantly recognizing this streamer. I did some research yesterday. I wanted to look up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you're looking at Mr. 10,000. Omni Kevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to the very last page possible, technically it's number 9,995, but I rounded up, you will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers, who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Power World. And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers, streams an average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023, and has 388 sub points on Twitch. Here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I've got my own style, you know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair, gotten fatter as I streamed, but I'm grinding. I'm grinding. The way that I stream is by gaming hard. Multiple 24-hour streams in the last couple of days. Casually, all the time. One, I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games, you know what I mean? But I wanted my story to be, I play hardcore.
Now this dude's fucking dope. And I got to hang out in his stream for a couple hours yesterday. He has a great community, and yes, he does game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because Omni Kevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers in the world. In last month, 7.3 million people went live. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai, streaming is being Valkyrie, streaming is being Ninja, streaming is being Omni Kevka. And it is possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like Omni Kevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like Omni Kevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrie, means you will end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind, okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're gonna do a task. And I did this last time, we're gonna do it again, because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper. I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today, all right? And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. This guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because OmniKevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers in the world. In last month, 7.3 million people went live. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai, streaming is being Valkyrie, streaming is being Ninja. Streaming is being OmniKevka. And it is possible to be the biggest, but for the most part, people like OmniKevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like OmniKevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living, and it still gets to pay his bills, and he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrie, means you will end up being Kai. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind, okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're gonna do a task. And I did this last time, we're gonna do it again, because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want this on pen and paper. I did this when I first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm gonna have you guys do this today, all right? And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. Now you're gonna write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming. Now the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're gonna say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich and a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down. And I'm gonna say one more thing. Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So write your goal down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens. So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like don't list, Tarek Kaide 10s and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. And then the final thing I would like you to list is why. Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world? I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now, you might have thought if I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right, this is what I did in the last video. Last time I did this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it down, then you should quit. What you should actually do is if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker. Okay? Stop doing all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do. Just go live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just got to go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time. Okay? And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys. But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour. I don't care. Just try it. Here are mine. This is actually just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals based off objective metrics anymore. I don't care about my subscriber number as much. I don't care about my viewership as much. I just care about being better about what I'm doing. And so they're honestly more like reminders. Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient. Because I think if I am those things and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life. So a goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at. Inspiration. Komet Zero, because I think in esports, he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with Moisex Shopify. Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch, which I find massively impressive. And then Germa985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspirational. And then why? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then, it was because I had daily YouTube uploads, and I wanted to keep uploading daily, and to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live. After that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest streamer in the world. And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit. So those are the two things that I care about. Making people's lives around me better, friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my two whys. Where should you stream? Answer, Twitch. Now this might sound a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now. But Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. And then a couple more questions that go along with this. To be successful as a streamer, you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers. If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all. You are waiting for something to give your all. You should be giving your all for 10, as you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000. And the ideal length for a stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours. Where am I getting this information from? Well, I asked the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform is. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. One person said YouTube, one person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming fractures communities. There are times where it makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers. It works for some people like Charlie because he has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better to not multi-stream. This is where I'm currently at. You could multi-stream till you find the platform that you like and then go from there, but I think sticking to one is generally better. Nobody said Kick. Now, that could be just because the group I asked. Kick could work for you if you like the 95-5 split, but of the group I asked, everybody said Twitch. And a quick tidbit about Twitch versus YouTube versus Kick versus whatever. Twitch is better for chatters and for streamers. Everything is way more streamlined. There's way more information for streamers on Twitch. YouTube is better for lurkers. Worse for people who chat and worse for people who stream. In Kick, it's Kick. Now, this has changed a little bit. This is what the past 3 years have done. Because 3 years ago, I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it. It's changed. Now, most live streams are for the clip. We've condensed it a bit. If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all that matters. Because if you think about it, most of the people in the world who know you will know you from your clip, not your streams. Even people on this list, all right? Kai, Speed, Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these streamers before. You've probably seen them from a clip. It might have been Speed getting sucked off in Minecraft, right? It might have been Kai breaking the record for the most subs ever of all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his feet and then falling backwards in his chair because he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again. But you've probably seen the clip. The clip is king. So all you need is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people will go to your stream. They want to see the funny moment. The funny moment happens. You get a new funny moment. And every new big streamer that's exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips, right? All these people I just listed, they've all been exploding because of the clips. Sometimes they're not even posting the clips themselves. It's just other people posting clips on their behalf. But it's all about the fucking clip. And you can be contrived about this. You can be natural about this. You can be an over-the-top person to get a clip. You can just be a godlike gamer and happen to get a good clip. But I promise you, if you live stream long enough, shit happens. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of live. Shit
He's
happens.
absolutely right.
Sometimes because you planned it, sometimes because you didn't plan it, and that's just what life is. But you will get a funny ass clip, and when you do, you just got to keep rolling with it. You got to keep trying to recreate that magic. Asking the 30 biggest streamers, I said, do you think YouTube Shorts, TikTok are important for your growth? Because I wanted to know from their perspective.
Yes.
All right, some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes. And bear in mind, almost everybody I asked has been a successful creator since before YouTube Shorts were really a thing. And they still believe, 2/3 of which, that YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it en masse, huge majority, then you should also probably believe this. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important
True.
to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session, but I think it's still valuable information. When you do a live stream, it is still valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise, you know, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the stream is you buying things with your credit card that chat has picked out, and the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion. It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you, but if you are going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing
Set up
what
multi-stream.
you are supposed to do. If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake. Let's use our time more valuably, and let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example. Which YouTube video do you think would be better from these two live streams?
Jinxes
Do you think
versus
it
20
is
girls,
Jinxie
obviously.
versus 20 girls? Or do you think it is the live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here. Most people would argue
Create.
it's the first option, and they would be right. 20 women versus Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do.
Thumbnails
But putting
for
Wednesday in your title and playing the
posts.
game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about. Because consistency is key. But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job.
To show.
How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live? The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what's a live stream.
How do you do that?
Story.
That's
I
90% of my
wanted to be a
content.
talk show host when I was in high school. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson, and I saw him as he walked out, and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey, kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of them. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think I just wanted to be a rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities. Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams?
Yes.
Because these 30 big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80
Streaming's been
hours
90% of my
a week,
content
are
for
watching
probably
streams daily.
a decade.
The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped. I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year. How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience. I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important, though, to think of ideas that work for you. Because, yeah, you can watch somebody, but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example, if you watch me, you can't do, I let my chat spend $10,000, the results are cursed. live stream.
True.
Because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream. That would be insane. It'd be absurd of you to do. It'd be crazy. You shouldn't do that. You also probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlatt because you probably don't know J-Schlatt like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work.
I gotta figure that
Oh
out.
man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlatt, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually have around you? You got a funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was fucking $0. I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games. It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure the ideas you're thinking of work for you. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, how much planning actually goes into your stream? Because it's an interesting question, you know? Like, how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. 43% of people, the plurality of people,
Don't care about that right now.
what they do the same exact day. And I'm not excluded from that camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of or sometimes making it up day of. So don't stress out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you gotta do, but spend 30 minutes every morning thinking of a couple ideas, writing them down, maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks. This idea rocks. And just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea, rip it day of, it not work, try something new the next day, than spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of only to have it not work. And now we get to my favorite part, the yoink and twist.
Yoink and twist, baby.
So I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on
Yeah,
how
it
to come
is.
up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality that has a high chance of being successful. And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber. Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just tried doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail and Michael Reeves for the initial idea. And the video did great for me. I was pumped. 1.3 million views. It was me and Stans playing chess for 4 hours. Lock it in. The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H Bomber Guy.
It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it. Famous big boy YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from existing videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the Capsule Hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
I do. This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas.
And if you don't take H Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed said they take stream ideas from other creators. 29 out of 30! So if you haven't already started looking at other creators and trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you were just simply not doing it right. By the way, the only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were...
Guess who has shown up?
And it said streaming, full luck, small skill.
The kitty!
For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. He says it's full luck, little skill. What does that mean for you? How can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the 3rd biggest in the world says it's full luck? You have to be delusional. And I mean this very genuinely. Because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world. It will happen. It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're gonna be out of their mind because they're gonna see that 7+ million people go live and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional. Because if you're not delusional, and if all you look at are the statistics and the numbers, you're not even going to be able to try. You're just going to get stuck in reality hell. Okay? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way,
Oh my
the only
gosh.
way I promise you,
Exactly.
you will ever be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go live and switching the relationship that currently exists where you are the viewer to now you are the streamer and people get to watch you now and they have to watch you now. And not only do they have to watch you, they're going to watch you over the existing people with all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer. Now, that's not to say you fucking throw your life away. You quit your job tomorrow. You start streaming full time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be risk averse. You can still be smart, but be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, what is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're going to go live, what actually matters, right? And the answer is average view count. Streamers are obsessed with average view count. They are obsessed with it.
Yeah.
All right. And even the streamers who prioritize things like enjoyment or maybe some other statistics like girth, at one point they cared massively about average view count. They obsessed with the number. All right. For many big streamers, it is their whole self-worth. I know streamers who were at 40,000 viewers who go down to 30,000 viewers. They're at 15,000 viewers, they go to 10,000 viewers. They're at 8,000 viewers, they go down to 6,000 viewers, and they're sad about it because that's how much value they put in to that average view count number. But if you're going to be one of the biggest streamers in the world, you do need to care about that number. There's a lot of things you can do to impact that number. There's a lot of things out of your control. It's not a healthy relationship you will ever fucking have with it, but it is also, at the end of the day, the most important statistic that determines whether or not you'll be the biggest to ever do it. Now, I thought this one was interesting. I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do. I've been Hawkeyeing it this whole stream. It's been going up the whole time. That means I'm generally doing a good job. 2/3 say yes, 1/3 says no. And I think it's a preference thing,
Okay.
right? I
Okay.
wouldn't put too much stock into this. And probably the people who said yes to looking at the view count while streaming are the same people who said average view count is the most important metric. But I just want to put some gravity onto the average view count number. Don't become obsessed with it. Don't become psycho. You know, don't let it ruin your
Yes.
life, I guess is what I should say. But
Yes,
be aware.
my
You don't have to do it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it after a week or a month and look at the charts and see how it does for games. But know it. Know your stream. Know what people like, know what people don't like. I talk about this a lot. Everyone falls off. Now, it's a little funny to talk about how everyone falls off in a video about how to be a streamer. You haven't even made it yet, and I'm talking about how you're about to fall off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer.
Oh, go away.
The reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video, and in 5 years, you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world. In 10 years, 20 years, you're going to be like, I watched your video as the biggest streamer in the world, and now I fell off. So while you're here, while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about. And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough.
Yep.
But it is truly all that matters. It is literally all that matters, is making something you care about. If you're making shit that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool, like, what's the fucking point in that? You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of. I promise you. I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit, and then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made. If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term. If the only thing that matters is making something you care about, then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out. You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations. I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making.
Exactly.
This is a very scary thing to do.
No, it's not.
This is a fucking terrifying thing to do. A lot of people try to keep their stream life separate from the
A
regular
large
life. So people are
reason
super
I am
their
streaming
family
is so
if you're
friends
not
and
proud
family.
enough of the shit you're making that you won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister. Or dad or
So my
whatever,
friends and family can
or you
watch
don't
it on their
Discord
free
message
time.
A friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making. It is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch. If you expect other people
Really
who don't
dive
give a
into
shit
and
about you
think
to watch
about a lot
the thing
of
that
things
you
I
won't even show
find
people who love you to
are-
watch, I find that disrespectful. And it's scary. But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better
or
place. You'll be in such a better
not
place.
happy.
Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of. And if you're not, and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, then you know. And you can get to that point quicker. That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you, like, hey, man, this thing actually isn't good. You know, you could work on it, change it, do it better. That's great to know. It's going to shatter your fucking ego, or it can lift you up. It's scary. Do it. Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English, but I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier. So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning an opera in Italian, I sent it to them because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they'd fucking love it, and they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. And that, in conclusion, is my ultimate streaming guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. A couple things, if you're still here and you want to stick around, if you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe, follow my Instagram, become a member if you want, and also make shit you're proud of. That's at the end of the day.
Oh, I need an outro song.
Okay, man. Make shit you are proud
I need
of.
an outro
We got a
song.
short amount
I
of
need an
time on
outro
this
song.
one. Let's not waste it making shit we don't care about.
Find intro, outro song. W led. New stuff. No, it's not what I want. I already watched that. Sure.
Channel. My name is Harris Heller. I am your stream doctor, and today I'm here from the stream setup. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I have a lot of questions asked of me in the Discord, and I wanted to take 50 of them and answer them and see if I can do it in less than 10 minutes. So let's just start. Should I get an XLR mic or a USB mic? Look, the blue Amazon, clamp it to the side of your monitor. And that kind of depends on where you're streaming. If you're streaming from a closet,
I remember. Most of this was
encode with X26 manager, hit more GPUs on the internet streamer or 2 PC stream. Learning. Their camera and audio are out of second channels. Delay, you're changing the millisecond to your mic sources until they're in with a $50 light. I have a mouse and keyboard camera. Sure.
oh
Personal positions for different scenes. Used specifically for a whole new tier for your viewers. How do you have different transitions for different scenes? Right click on the scene that you want to transition to, go to transition override, and click on the transition you want to use specifically for that scene. My camera looks a little dull and washed out. Right click on your camera source, go to filter.
What'd he say?
Got a whole new tier for your viewers. How do you have different transitions for different scenes? Right click
Oh.
on the scene that you want to transition to, go to transition override, and click on the transition
That's cool.
you want to use specifically
Not
for that
important.
scene. My camera looks a little dull and washed
Right
out.
now.
Right click on your camera source, go to filters, add color correction,
Filters.
turn off the contrast and saturation just a little bit.
Correction.
My voice is fuzzy and crackling on stream, especially when I'm loud. Right click on your camera source, go to filters, add color correction, turn up the contrast and saturation just a little bit. My voice is fuzzy and crackling on stream, especially when I'm loud.
Oh wow, that is better.
When your audio levels get turned up louder than the maximum audio bandwidth, the edges of the sound waves are getting cut off, causing jagged lines in your sound waves. How do you get tweets at you to show up on stream? Tweetalerts.tv. Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Muxy. This should probably be a video all on its own. All three of these have different advantages. Streamlabs is like a one-stop shop, and it's very simple and easy to set up. Stream Elements allows you to do a couple more advanced options like tweet. When your audio levels get turned up and crackling on stream, especially when I'm loud, you are peaking. When your audio levels get turned up louder than the maximum audio bandwidth, the edges of the sound waves are getting cut off, causing jagged lines in your sound waves. How do you get tweets at you to show up on stream? Tweetalerts.tv. Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Muxy. This should probably be a video all on its own. All three of these have different advantages. Streamlabs is like a one-stop shop, and it's very simple and easy to set up. Stream Elements allows you to do a couple more advanced options like consolidating all your browser sources into one if you're willing to spend a little extra time learning how it works. Muxy is by far the best and simplest way to get advanced alerts like I have but that's pretty much all it can do. If you want anything else, you're gonna have to use a different service. I personally like a really simple but advanced stream, so I go with Muxy, but it's really all about what floats your boat. Should I stream every day? Absolutely not if you're brand new. If you're streaming for one person, you're at the bottom of the list, nobody's gonna find you, you're not gonna grow, you're wasting your time. Keep a job, a social life, anything you need to keep you on your feet and sane. Aside from that, try to grow using your creativity. Sitting down and playing video games for 8 hours a day and calling it a grind is not a grind.
I'm not grinding. I'm building consistency. I don't consider this a grind
You're
whatsoever.
not going to find your signature style on your first creation. Make one, use it for a while, decide what you like about the overlay, decide what you want to change about the overlay, and then make a new one and do that over and over and over. Lyric and some other popular streamers don't have a webcam. Why do you say I need one? You aren't Lyric. Lyric is the exception, not the rule. Success on Twitch is rare enough as it is. Don't make it harder on yourself by trying to be the exception. Give yourself every chance to succeed. Once you're big, be my guest.
I
Find collaborations.
don't like putting clues on.
Twitch and in Discord. I made a video on it. I will put a link in the description below. Should I mimic my favorite streamer or try to be original? Look, here's the deal. You're not going to
You can twist.
your brand right from the beginning, and there's nothing wrong with observing yourself and seeing, hey, I need to change this about my online personality. If you want this to turn into a profitable business, you have to be a businessman about it. So find your favorite streamers that you want to embody.
You only
and try
can
to
twist.
embody that
You only
person.
can twist.
Find a streamer that you look up to and you enjoy watching. Try to embody some of their personality quirks. Over time, you'll find out what works with your personality and doesn't. Move on to another streamer. Find some of your favorite personality quirks of that person. See if it works for you. Explore your potential of who you can be. Don't be ashamed to be introspective and recognize that you might have some personality quirks that don't work on camera. That's okay. It is possible to change those things and still be you. Should I do a giveaway? Like, if you're pulling in 100 subs and you can afford to give away a mouse or a controller, be my guest. But if you're a brand new streamer and you're giving away your only income on these things, I can tell you right now,
Nope.
my giveaways, very few of the followers that have come from giveaways stay after the giveaway's over. Spend that money on a better looking stream.
I used to go to Twitch and search giveaway.
People in kind of thing, and more of a thank you to those who have already been a member of the Twitch family for a long time. Should I start a YouTube channel? Yes. Should I make compilations of my own stream clips? No. There are a million channels making terrible clips.
Oh, I see.
Do something creative.
Give away.
Like Mixer. Yes. Smaller platforms know that
Find the low viewers.
small streamers, and so they make a much larger effort to make your
And then
channel
win stuff for free.
much more than
That was
Twitch
fun.
does. Just make
Let's
sure
do
you
that a
don't
lot.
expect the new platform you transfer to solve all your problems immediately. If you
What did you
switch
just
to
say?
Mixer, make sure you are resolved. Do something creative. Should I try other platforms like Mixer? Yes. Smaller platforms know that their biggest user base is small streamers, and so they make a much larger effort
It's
to
an old
make your
video.
channel
7 years.
much more
Fuck.
than Twitch does.
Mixer's
Just
dead.
Make sure you don't expect the new platform you transfer to solve all your problems immediately. If you switch to Mixer, make sure you are resolved to be the best streamer on Mixer. How do I get my overlay to change colors during follows and subs? Kind of like I mentioned earlier in the video about using the system like Muxy to have multiple alerts.
I don't
Make one
want
of those alerts
bro.
an animation of your overlay changing colors and place it right on top of your overlay, and then have the other alert be your normal alert. What's something I can do to make my stream more interesting? Ask yourself what's one thing you are good at besides playing video games. Search that thing on YouTube, see if you find anybody doing that thing in an interesting way, and see if you can incorporate that into your stream. And that's just one idea. There are a million things you can do. Should I do a 24-hour stream? Yes, people love the hype. How do I make money streaming? Look, if you're streaming for less
I mean, I
than
pulled 9 hours a couple days ago, or last
you're
week.
never gonna grow. You're not gonna make money for a while. Sure.
If I have average 3 to 5, I might.
Set up in case people want to support, but your focus right now should be growth. Money will come in the future. Should I try follow for follow? Delete
No.
the Twitch account? What image file type should I use for an overlay? PNGs have a transparent layer. JPEGs do not. Use a PNG. Can anybody make it on Twitch? Yes. Anybody has a potential career on Twitch. There will be some easy natural growth for some, and for others, kind of like myself, it will take a lot of self-perspective, change, and creativity. But it is never just not in the cards for anybody. What's the best Mountain Dew? Citrus Cherry, don't at me. My stream is lagging. Is it my computer or my internet? Look at the bottom right corner of OBS. If you see your kilobits per second dipping below what you've set it to, it's your internet. If not, it's your computer. Should I work out? Yes, health is important. And that should be 50 questions unless I missed one. I'm gonna be honest, I won't know if that was less than 10 minutes until after I edit this video. We will see if I failed or not. I'm going to start saving questions up for the next 50 questions, so if you have any questions that I didn't answer in this, leave them down in the comments. I'll start writing them down. Also, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if this was helpful at all, and be sure to click the link in the description to jump into my stream. I love you all. I hope to see you there, and as always, happy streaming.
Oh, he's moving out from factory.
I see him.
What? You absolute animal. See if his teammate,
Oh, I see him.
Oh
no!
You savage! What?
He's a terrible person, but he's a good streamer. Let's check it out. Fuck, I did it again! I wonder if me updating that... Yeah, that's myself. Alright, let's pull up one.
Ready, Rosie?
Let's do this one. Because I like this guy more. A lot more.
By the way, this video is sponsored by Owned.tv, your one-stop shop for all your stream design needs. So if you're looking...
Let's do this one first, because nobody's here. I know that's video. I can cheat and go use the bathroom.
This is the #1 best thing you can do. Quit.
Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Owned.tv. Owned is your one-stop shop for all your stream aesthetic needs, whether it be overlays or alerts or panels or whatever. All of Owned's overlays that you're seeing here on the screen are modular, so if you and all your friends pick up the same one, say for example the new Alpha Gaming overlay that they released in conjunction with this channel, you guys are going to have the exact same overlay because you can pick and choose the different pieces that you want. So if you'd like to make the smart move like many from this community have already done, overlays that you're seeing here on the screen are modular, so overlay pack today. By the way, that link helps support the channel, so thank you. And if you'd like 40% at checkoff, feel free to use code ALPHA at checkout. So Ludwig's a pretty big streamer. It's kind of a big name. People know him. And he did yesterday, 2 days ago. Oh, there it is right there. 2 days ago, he did a stream on how to be a big streamer. He said it was about an hour stream. I haven't seen it yet, but considering how fast he's growing, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. So he's probably knows a little bit what he's talking about. Also, since his main area of growth has been over the last 2 to 3 years, he's not one of these OG streamers. We've done a video on advice given by big streamers before and how it's usually pretty bad because those pieces of advice were from streamers who grew 7 years ago, right? Growing today on Twitch is a completely different area, and Ludwig is a massive streamer, I believe top 100 streamer. And so his advice, well, let's just go into it. Let's just see if it's any good.
All the knowledge I have rolled up into one PowerPoint presentation, and the PowerPoint presentation is called How to Make It Big as a Streamer. Why listen to me? Well, I'll tell you why. Growth.
Ah, music! Wait, is this copyright-free music?
I'm now the 42nd biggest streamer on Twitch.tv. Not flexing.
I think that music's okay to put in. No, he's a big streamer. A lot of people see this as a flex when you do stuff like this. Credentials are important. This is his resume. This is fine. He's not doing anything wrong. This is big, though. I don't think people realize it's not just about the amount of viewers he has or the large numbers he has. This is the most important thing. Look at when he grew. Because, again, there are a lot of big streamers giving advice for, when they grew back 7 years ago when Twitch was a completely different platform, or even 4 years ago. This was all in the past 2 years. So important.
This is the absolute first question you need to ask yourself. Do you want to be a streamer? Now, maybe on the surface level, you'll be thinking, well, yeah, I want to be a streamer. Are you kidding me? I play video game, make millions of dollars. Every single person who said yes, whether you said it to yourself or you voted, whatever it is, you need to do this right now. Write this down. 3 things. First of all, if you want to be a streamer, when are you going to start? Set a hard start date when you're actually going to start. If you've already started, maybe this is the date that you're going to start your YouTube or start a new series or whatever it is. Just write some date where you're going to start achieving something you've been saying you're going to do. Number 2, write your goals for 1 year out. This can be for the start of 2022, maybe one exact year, maybe a few months. It doesn't really matter. All you need to do is have a set period of time and goals you would like to achieve by the end of that set period of time. And it's okay if you don't have everything figured out. At least write something down that you would like to do. And then the final thing to write down, and this will come up a little bit later, 3 to 5 creators you want to emulate.
So far, I think this is the best advice I've seen any other streamer give. It is actually like actionable things you can do. I'm going to start on this date, so you can prepare to start on that date. You set 1 year goals. Goals are super important. Goals allow you to start moving forward and doing something. And the 3 to 5 creators you want to emulate is a big deal. I have those myself as well. Having creators you look up to that you can refer to and get ideas from and inspiration from is a big deal. There's one thing that I feel like this missed, because I feel like a lot of this is like starting, but not enough of this is direction. If I could add like one more thing to this list, I would say figure out what type of content you want to make. Like have some kind of basic idea, whether that be playthroughs, whether that be tutorials, whether that be some kind of creativity or art like photography. I would put on here, if I were making this list, a basic idea of what kind of content creator.
What are you doing, buddy?
That it's probably going to change multiple times in the future, but these are going to be very overwhelming if you don't figure out what you're going to start doing. But other than that, very, very good advice. I want to see what kind of goals he talks about, because I think this is a big misstep for a lot of people, what kind of goals they write down.
Here's an example of mine.
Oh, there we go.
I've done this. I know I'm being a bit corny, but this really happened. I did this in 2018. I wrote down all my goals. I didn't actually just do it for stream. I did it at New Year's.
This is actually probably the biggest thing I'm disagreeing with so far. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like your personal goals and what you want to do, but when I encourage people to set goals, there's something that the majority of people do wrong. And that is they set goals that rely on other people. The most important goals you can set are ones that you are in 100% control of.
There was
goals like how many subs you want, how many followers you want, you know, being able to go full time, which means you need a certain amount of money.
I agree.
And hopefully it'll help you set.
But Lud was already streaming by the time he made that goal, so I counted it as a little different. But
you need to set a very clear goal, something you can break down to a single thing you want to achieve. Very, very, very specific. Say smart goal.
yes, right there. I agree with him. Smart goals
are very much, they require a third party. Right? They require someone to subscribe to you. They require someone to follow you. They require someone else to support you so that you can quit your job. You're not 100% in control of those goals. I would encourage to set goals like post so many videos a week, stream so many days a week, learn a certain skill by this point. By the end of the year, try 6 or 7 different types of content to figure out who I want to be on the internet. All those goals are entirely accomplishable even if nobody else hits the follow button or the subscribe button. I really like this though. I like that he shares like who he looked at and who he wanted to emulate. For me, my big ones are Peter McKinnon, Gary V, MKBHD, maybe a little bit of Casey Neistat and Nade Shot. Like for me, those really fill out the space of the different things that I want to do. And often when I'm struggling for content, when I'm not sure what kind of video I should post next, I'll go and watch, or I'll go through their uploaded videos and see if any of them spark any inspiration.
If you didn't write anything down, but you want to be a streamer, this is the #1 best thing you can do. The absolute only lesson to take away from today if you want to make it big on Twitch. Quit. Quit right now. That is my advice to you.
I should be watching this guy more. I don't know how to say this the right way. Every industry needs a jerk. I've said something similar to this. I don't say if you don't do what I say, quit. He's saying if you don't write down what I'm saying, you should quit. But the principle still stands. And I appreciate that he's willing to say this. I've placed myself in a role of making sure I'm encouraging to as many people as possible, because who knows, maybe there's someone who's on the verge of quitting that might be an amazing streamer one day. The idea of if you want to be a content creator, one of the most difficult jobs to actually accomplish, such a small fraction of people actually succeed, and you're not even willing to do this bare minimum, it's not for you. It's not for you. And the principle itself is true. And so I appreciate him pointing this out.
This, just for some reference, is how many hours I work.
So this is what, 50 to 55 hours a week? That's actually really impressive. Most content creators I know can't get away with 50 to 55 hours a week. So good for him for being as efficient as he really is. There's a kind of a joke that I almost tweeted yesterday that's like, it's really cool. Being a content creator is awesome because you get to make your own hours. As long as you schedule every single waking hour that you're alive working. That's the struggle about content creation that I think not a lot of people realize. Every minute you're not working, someone else is, and that person is passing you if you're standing still. There's just like that lurking feeling in the back of your brain at all times.
How do you do it? How do you stream? Well, this is my one advice, my biggest advice. Streams are recordings. That's what it is in 2021. That is the best way you can think about a Twitch stream. YouTube videos have some pros that normal streams, conventional streams don't. YouTube videos have built-in growth mechanics, all right? The algorithm. A YouTube video can pop off. A stream can't really pop off.
See, this is why I brought up that it's super important that he grew in the last 2 years. Ludwig understands growth in the modern era of live streaming, that there is zero discoverability when you're live. It doesn't matter how many platforms you stream to. It doesn't matter how many hours you're live. Nobody is browsing all the way down 300 people, 1,000 people down on a list. When he's going into a section that's called how to stream, and immediately the first slide talks about YouTube videos versus being live. Let's keep listening.
Because there's no way for you to know that that is happening, and nobody is digging through the 5,000 zero viewer Andys, one viewer Andys on the just chatting section. So you won't find me. So that's why Twitch fails in that aspect. YouTube doesn't. It's just a fact that VODs are absolutely terrible on Twitch, and I don't see that changing. And so the permanence of a YouTube video means that even if it doesn't do well in the first month, maybe a month or two from now, you'll be able to look back and be like, oh, this video actually did well.
I think he's going to talk about something that I really do feel like I've neglected on this channel. I've done it a couple times, but he's talking about how your streams can be used for YouTube content, which is a very powerful tool. I talked a lot about how you shouldn't do Twitch highlights, but instead your YouTube content should be original content. But there's another way that you can do this, which is streaming your content and planning your live content around making YouTube videos out of it later. He streamed this entire higher low thing. I don't know exactly what higher low is, but he planned this whole stream around the idea, the plan to cut it down and post it on YouTube later, because he understands that you can make good YouTube content out of live content. This is probably how he manages to only work 55, 60 hours a week and still make good YouTube, consistent YouTube, and lots of live streaming content, because he plans his streams around future YouTube videos in order to appeal to all these mechanisms and algorithms that just help you grow so much.
And then finally, every YouTube video is a lottery ticket. Like I said earlier, if you upload a YouTube video, it has a chance to pop off. It really does. If you go live, you're never really gonna have that chance to blow up on the stream.
I was wondering what he meant by the lottery ticket, because that's the thing about YouTube, is I feel like it's a much less of a gamble than Twitch is. But what he's saying is that every time you upload a YouTube video, maybe you never know what YouTube's algorithm will love. There are hints and you can appeal to it, but he's saying that every single video you post is another chance for a video to take off and give you a lot of growth. That's exactly what my channel was in the very beginning. I posted a ton of videos and then one finally took off. And weirdly enough, after that one took off, a video I posted about 2 months prior then blew up even more than that one that took off. So he's 100% right about this. As you post content and as you work on your titles and your thumbnails, sometimes the YouTube algorithm says that's the video we're gonna push today, and that starts your career.
Nobody just blew up out of nowhere overnight on Twitch. YouTube can happen overnight. I mean, literally overnight, you can blow up. And you've seen that time and time again.
What's interesting is how when he's talking about all these people are like, no, what about this person who blew up? What about this person who blew up? Like someone said Corpse. Do you not know how many subscribers Corpse has on YouTube and how many listens his song have on Spotify? You wanna know why he blew up on Twitch so fast? It's because of the following he already had and how much he blew up on YouTube and Spotify. He's 100% right.
Collaboration is probably one of the best ways to grow. I am not dumb. I am not oblivious to the fact that
I'm interested to see where he goes with this, because I somewhat disagree, but it's much more nuanced than that. I think people put way too much emphasis on this, and especially if you consider hosts and raids a collab, I think people get the wrong idea about collabs and place way too much emphasis. That's why you get a bajillion small streamers tweeting at big streamers saying, hey, do you want to play games with me? Because they think collaborating with them is going to blow them up. And it just doesn't work like that. So I'm curious to see where he goes with collabs.
Like, yes, you also have to be good. You also have to have a good bedrock of content. It's not as easy as just streaming with someone. Because I promise you, I've streamed with a bunch of people in Among Us who have 15 viewers when we started and have 15 viewers now. You host a 20 viewer Andy, they're not ready for it, they don't have the content for it. You look back a month later, still a 20 viewer Andy.
Okay. So he clarified a little bit, and I still think there's more to it than that, but he did clarify that the collaboration is nothing but exposure. And then after you get after that initial exposure, it is entirely on you to make sure your content keeps people there. However, I feel like his view of collabs is kind of narrow, considering his content has always been very interesting and unique. I see a lot of people collab all the time. I see big PUBG streamers with, 2,000, 3,000 viewers stream with medium-sized ones with, maybe 300 to 400 viewers, and they play almost every day together. They're both PUBG creators, but that 300 to 400 viewer never gets up to the 3,000 unless they get a raid, and then the next stream they're back down to the 300 to 400. It's an interesting balance between being similar enough that there's cross-pollination while also being different enough that they stand on their own. So it's much more nuanced than just play with people, have content, you grow. Raids and hosts, unless you're big enough to stand on your own and you just haven't gotten the exposure yet that something like Outside Traction can also bring you, raids and hosts do absolutely nothing.
What do you stream? This is a very basic question that people always ask. It's maybe the number one question. Maybe the number one question that I see is, what do you stream, Ludwig?
Yeah, dude, I get that question a lot. Should I stream a big game that's already really saturated, or should I stream a small game that doesn't have as many viewers, but it's easier to be at the top of the list? And my answer is always, that's completely irrelevant. So let's see what he says.
I first and foremost think this question is probably talked about too much. Because as long as you are doing everything in the streams like recordings section, then what you stream isn't as important. You know what I mean? Because you can really make anything work. But there is one thing that I've done that will always work. It's tried and true. This is the number one thing you need to stream to make it big. The yoink and twist, baby. What everybody else is doing. That's right. Yes. Yes, you do not have to read.
There's a yoink and twist.
So I saw, here's one example. This video Soda Pop did a few years ago.
Oh.
When Stream goes shopping for $1,000. You know what he would do in this video?
Okay, so he's saying take ideas that already exist and put your own spin on it, which was kind of covered earlier when he mentioned when you look at content that other people are that you want to emulate, people you look up to and you want to make content like them, you can get ideas from them and you can turn it into your own content, which is 100% valid. It should be the largest source of inspiration for your content. Other people who have done something that work that you can put your own spin, or I guess that's where the twist is. You can put your own twist on. Now, this is 100% true. So he's saying he got the stream idea, the video idea, and then he adjusted the idea that he thought would be a little bit better and more suited for him. And then I'm assuming he was saying he got the thumbnail idea from this Mr. Beast one, and he added them together, and that made his video, which has almost 600,000 views. Now, 100% absolutely do this.
If you want to make it big on Twitch, you want to be a bigger streamer than me, you're just starting out, you simply have to be better. You have to be a better streamer than I am.
Brilliant.
You need to do it better than me if you hope to get bigger.
It's 100% true. It's 100% true also. There's too many people just sitting there streaming Warzone. And the bottom line is you will never be, if all you're doing is sitting playing games, you will never be better than Shroud. If that's your main draw, people are going to watch Shroud instead. You have to figure out how to be better than everybody else, at least at one thing. If you can figure out how to be better than everyone else at one thing and then surround it with other things that make you fun and unique, that is how you go to the top. You don't have to do that if you just, if your goal is like, hey, I just want to make a living doing that, you don't have to be the best. But if you want to be at the top, you have to do that. And the closer you get to being better than everyone else as someone, the farther you grow.
If you want the nitty-gritty details, I'm not the guy for it. It's things like, what mic do I use? When do I stream? What camera do I use? Do I use a camera? Well, just go to Alpha Gaming on YouTube. That's the one place I've seen. I've read it. I've read it as a small streamer. I've read it as a big streamer. I've watched it. The guy knows what he's talking about. Harris Heller knows it. He literally does. If you ever want to know the specifics of weird streaming stuff, that's your guy.
What a nice guy.
Totally your guy. I'm not the best guy for that. No big streamer is, because it's pretty basic info. And $29 seems crazy late to jump into that speech. I feel this is the #1 best thing you can do. 29 seems crazy late to jump into that speech. I feel like she should have hit you at 24 with that one.
You know, surprisingly, she was more okay with it the first time. But I think that's only because she hates video games.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the video games that did it.
With music.
Yeah, my mom always thought video games were a waste of time. Joke's on her.
Hi, do you stream? Do you want good background music but don't want DMCA? That makes sense. Use StreamBeats. It's got over 600 tracks, all these different genres. They're all free right from Spotify, Apple Music, or whatever you use. Plus, we've got a rock album coming out next week that sounds like this. I'll put the Spotify links in the description down below. If you're using a different streaming service, just search Harris Heller. Thanks. Back to the video.
All right, I got one more topic for you. I don't want to take up your time. The things that new streamers are completely clueless about, that you learn as you're older, that you need to tell them, like, hey, this is something you're completely unaware of.
Okay.
Things that until you have hundreds or thousands of eyes on you, you don't realize are a thing.
You don't realize are a thing.
Yeah, things that you just can't understand doing this as a career until you're doing it as a career.
You go first, Harris. You go first. I demand it.
Okay, very first one, the amount of thought and planning that has to go into every piece of content.
Good one. Damn it. That's a good one.
I know. I wanted to say it before you did.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you should probably spend a good amount of time, maybe even as much as you spend streaming, thinking about what you're going to do and planning it out.
I feel like a lot of the new streamers, a lot of the small streamers that want to grow, say, I'm going to go live this many days a week. They play video games and they just hope people come in. And then you get to be, you know, like you said you put like 2 to 3 hours into that slideshow?
Yeah, I took the day off the day before to make it.
Chat, genuine question. How many of you have spent 2 to 3 hours planning a single live stream on Twitch?
I think the live stream was shorter then, right? I think I spent about 3 hours making it, and I think it was about a 2-hour stream. So it was 5 hours of work, but only 2 hours live. It's like movies. Movies, pre-production is much longer. Pre-production and post-production are much longer than the actual production of the show, the movie, or whatever it is.
Yeah, the most difficult part about my job is figuring out, like, what is a clickable video? What are the options I have around me, and what can I turn into a clickable and then enjoyable video? And that literally, I will have to think about it for like hours before for every single video to make sure I've got something useful and entertaining.
All right, I got one. Your setup doesn't matter.
I respect that answer. Tell me more.
Everybody focuses their first question on what your setup is, and it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, there are exceptions to the rule, sure, but I think if you ask, 95% of big streamers what they have, some of them don't even know. Sykkuno uses one OBS scene. Lily Pichu did the same before Michael Reeves fixed it. XQC's setup was never done by him. I don't think he knows what the hell mic he's even using. And so these details are, at the end of the day, just details, and they can help. But, I promise you the most important part is the content, and no matter how good your setup is, that won't change that fact.
I don't know if anyone in chat has noticed, my content has changed quite a bit over the last year or 2 years. Because I started doing way more gear reviews and like high-end gear reviews and nice cameras and lenses, and I still do that occasionally because it's important to know, but it's been much more geared around what is necessary, what will actually improve your content. I've done a lot more videos like how to turn your webcam, how to make your webcam look like a DSLR,
Yeah.
Or how to, let's compare using your phone as a webcam to an actual camera, and then comparing the prices. And if you're using your phone with a $9 app versus spending $1,000 on a camera and lens setup, are you really getting an extra $891 of value out of that?
Yeah, your phone is an amazing camera. It's so good, and that's what actually Island Grown, the Pokemon box opener, card opener, does on Twitch. He uses his camera, and you need a high-quality camera to capture your cards. And
he just uses his phone?
Everybody has a good phone. Yeah, he just uses his phone.
Dude,
he
phone
uses an
cameras
app,
are amazing.
captures it.
Phone
They're
cameras are amazing.
They're so good. It's very true that Your camera on your phone is probably the best thing if you really want to get started with something nice, but a C920 and a Blue Yeti will get the job done.
It's harder to make a good YouTube channel with crappy gear. You can still do it with your phone, but like the bar is just so high on YouTube, and you need to treat streaming as just a way to connect with your audience, and then it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, my next one. Internet careers are more often than not super short. But if you look at, I'd actually love to see a poll on this. I wonder if Devin Nash has these numbers. I want to see how many Twitch partners stream for less than 30 people.
Like current Twitch partners?
Current Twitch partners stream for less than 30 people. Not that there's anything wrong. Again, not that there's anything wrong with streaming for less than 30 people. We've all been there at some point. But because most streamers and even most YouTubers, once they hit that initial, they have a video that pops off, right? Or they collaborate with someone, or they do something on Twitch that brings them up to partner status, and they don't know how to maintain it. They don't know how to innovate, and they keep doing the same thing, and the internet is fickle. And they find someone else that's more interesting, right? I see so many partners that hit partner, they do that partner push and they get there, and then within a couple months they're back down. Someone in chat saying it's all about virality. That I'd say virality is the reason I had a music career, and it's the reason it died, is because we entirely relied on the success of a single Vine, and we weren't able to innovate off of it. And even with a Vine that got 100 million views, within a year and a half, we were making no money anymore.
Yeah, it's more like you start creative, you find something that works, and then you keep doing that thing, and then you have to also keep innovating to make sure that you don't die because people get bored of your thing. I will add on to that. I went into streaming thinking I will only do it 5 years, and I'm still kind of on that same path. But I'd like to do something longer term, something more creative.
You want to stay in the space?
Maybe film, maybe a book, maybe a TV show, maybe I don't know, could be even just a podcast, just something that I think is just not this. And this will go to my second one. As much of a creative outlet as you might think YouTube or Twitch is, it is so impermanent compared to every other creative outlet, mainstream creative outlet.
Like what? What do you mean by
your
that?
stream doesn't matter after the stream ends, and your YouTube video only matters for maybe at most like a year or two. It's just that trends come and go, and videos are being made every single day by the thousands, hundreds of thousands probably. Nothing you make is permanent and will be remembered. You will only be remembered for your body of work. And this obviously has exceptions for people like Bill Wirtz or something like that, but for streamers, pretty much every single video you do and stream you do won't really matter. It's just going to be your body of work that matters.
So what's the advice there? It's
the advice is, if you are thinking of it as a creative outlet, I don't know if that's the best way to think of it. That impermanence matters in a way, because I think a lot of people get into it because it's like, you know, more accessible than filmmaking or writing or acting or whatever, but I don't think it holds the same value that those do in terms of how they're seen. Like, no one looks back on Equals 3 or...
I was gonna bring up Equals 3. What's that? Ray William Johnson?
Ray William Johnson, yeah.
So
no
many
one
of
looks
those.
back on any specific video. I couldn't name one. You know, maybe some of his your songs, but that's also music, which is a little different. But yeah, the videos and the streams, they really don't matter after they're done. So you can have the greatest stream of all time, and it can have 100,000 average viewers, and you'll still have to go live the next day, and that can suck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like what, Unis Honest. I think Unis Honest kind of drove this point home a lot.
I can think of one more stupid one.
Yeah,
you will never
rounding out to a nice 5.
People do not look for already existing answers before they ask for personal answers. This is another thing that almost stressed me out until I like learned to roll my eyes at it. But so yeah, 3 days ago, when our distributor screwed up and 100,000 copyright claims went out to StreamBeats users, which by the way have all been reversed. We got it all taken care of. I immediately tweeted out from the StreamBeats account and then retweeted from my personal account, hey, this happened, we're taking care of it, it's not going to be a problem, it was a mistake on somebody else's part, we will get it fixed. Literally the rest of the day, 100 tweets, screenshots of copyright claims. How come I'm getting copyright claimed? Hey, I thought you said this was safe. How come it's not safe? And I spent the entire day copying that original tweet and pasting it in responses to every single person. Please read this. I already gave you the answer to this for 2 days. I like made big announcements. Please share this. This is exactly what happened. And you will get hundreds and hundreds of tweets that from people who didn't even check.
Yeah.
And they think to themselves.
Same thing happens on Twitch. Same thing happens on Twitch. The moment you do any announcement or anything, is people aren't there, so they want to ask. They don't look or anything.
Yeah, and the person who's never had an audience before, to their credit, of course they're not going to think this way. They've never experienced this. They think to themselves, I asked a question. How hard is it just to answer my question? You don't realize that when you get 100 people screaming at you for something that you've already explained, it's overwhelming.
I see it going through my unbanned forums, is that for every person who thinks they did an innocent joke where they say, you know, whatever the hell it is, where they're counting or spamming, there are like literally 20 more people for that exact week that I have to go through and check their bans and unbans as well.
Yep.
So you are part of a mass, and the mass is very consistent, and there's not a lot of originality in it. Let's tackle one more question from Tactical Tickler.
Okay.
Because I think it's important. He says, question for you too. Would you say only less than 1% succeed because they're not honest with themselves and their content? Do they mistakenly pursue a dream when the reality is it isn't as simple and easy as it seems? Most people's content is and I don't think that they think about that. And I think the ultimate litmus test is, are you willing to send your stream or your videos to your friends and family and be like, hey, check out what I did? And if you're not, it's not good enough and you should change it.
I think there are a lot of reasons people fail. I think lack of creativity is one of them. I think there are a handful of others, but I think a big one is that. I think a big one is people don't realize what it takes to be a content creator and how much effort you have to put into it. And they think, hey, here's Shroud playing video games and making millions of dollars. All I have to do is play video games and make millions of dollars. Or they say, I like video games. I want to play video games for a living. And they don't realize how little, unless you're pro, and not even just pro, unless you're good pro, you can't, that's not what it is. It is, I play more video games off stream than I play on stream, because that's not what it is. It's not a video game career. It's a production career. And you have to put that effort into it. So yeah, I think a big part of it is kids who say, I like video games. I want to be a video gamer for a living. I should just play on stream, and they don't realize what they're getting into.
Also,
they don't know what it takes.
Even if you think of Shroud, imagine Shroud at one point had to go to his mom or pop and be like, hey, I want to be a competitive video game player. And he had to be good enough to say that confidently and then follow through with it and deal with the conversations that probably ensued. I don't think it is easy to become a pro gamer. I think that's a very hard thing to come out to your parents and tell them that that's what you want to do. You have to be really good at a video game for them to A, even begin to accept it, and B, to prove them wrong.
My mom yelled at me when I was 29. My mom is like the most hands-off, hey, we raised you right, you do your own thing. I'd already been a full-time content creator for 5 years. We already had that Vine success, made a lot of money for a little bit. I had experience more than anyone else did, and I was trying to stream, and she called me and she's like, what are you doing with your life? You're sitting there playing video games?
Yeah.
And, you know, she was also fortunately the lady who was like, hey, prove me wrong. You know, I would love nothing more than you to prove me wrong. But like, that was the most off-brand for her as a 29-year-old who had been a content creator full time.
Is that my view? Did I click my own stream? I did click my own stream.
So it's very hard to tell your parents what you're trying to do.
29 seems crazy late to jump.
I can't tell my parents. One of them's dead. What's up, Drew?
She was more okay with it the first time, but I think that's
doing some stream work.
She hates video games.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the video games that did it.
Music.
Yeah, my mom always thought video games were a waste of time. And joke's on her.
Doing a little bit of stream work, trying to be productive, and then gonna play some video games. Did I watch this one yet?
Looking for new alerts, overlays, panels, really anything.
My mic not coming through? It is. Okay.
for your channel. They've got a massive library of beautiful designs, including the minimal series one you're looking at right now, which is one of my favorites. And one of the best parts about it is that their designs are modular. So
Put together a little to-do list that I want to work on, likely today.
So if you'd like to make a smart move, feel free to use the link in the description.
Put together my goals, count my stream progress, organize some things.
This is going to be one of those videos where
out of the roads, look around. I don't know. Give me a second. I'll go check. I think okay. It hasn't snowed much more.
Kind of emphasis on the word feel. This is very much something coming from me.
The roads have a light dusting, but they're mostly clear.
Agree with it.
Looks like
but being in the position I'm in,
go 5 to 10 under and you'll be fine.
Experience something that most people just don't experience. There was something that was spoken about briefly. And
yeah, just trying to organize because I've kind of been in a small slump of like, what do I want to work on next?
And threw them up on YouTube later because we always have great industry talks. But something that didn't make it to YouTube that got brushed over really quickly in the live stream was he mentioned one of his least favorite things anybody ever says to him, and that was tips. And we talked about it for a little bit, very briefly, and I agreed with him, but I feel like we didn't get to explain that. All that did was discourage people from asking.
Yeah, but just chilling, trying to get some stuff together. I got it's a new week, so I gotta get a stream in for the week.
Gaming channel. I started it 3-4 years ago. It took years to get anything to take off here.
I started.
It was originally made to be a resource for
what was it?
To find
start streaming on the 14th. My goal is. It's all right.
Social media strategies.
576 hours this year. That is 12 hours. I think it was 48 weeks. Yeah. And 2 weeks in, oh wait. I didn't think this through. Okay, I already had 2 weeks off. Yeah, so I got 45 hours in my year progress so far, not counting today. What you been up to today, Breda?
For you to then search through, take what you need, and run with it and see where you can go. I also started the Alpha Gaming Discord.
That goes here.
60,000 members. It is the top Discord in the education category if you go into Explore. Full of people that are interested and kind and want to meet and help each other. I have 60,000 members in there, and I literally never post when I'm going live unless it's like a big charity event.
Stupid.
Because it's not supposed to be for me. It's supposed to be a resource for you. So when
set up reaction rolls,
email me and they say, "Hey, can you give me some tips?" It's.
Ooh, I'm curious. Where did you see that I'm live? What? Because I didn't post in Discord. Was it AskCorey.tv? Was it me posting? No shit, just trying to figure out if they make school buses run on Wednesday. Oh. Yeah. Was it me reposting on my story on Facebook? Or did you just see me live on your YouTube subscription page? Which page, though? Mine or AskCorey TV?
This guy didn't even watch my YouTube video. It's just that 99% of the time when people do that, they've either made one video, 2 videos, or most of the time 0 videos. It's not that they're looking for help. There's a deeper problem there because those tips already exist on this channel in that Discord. These are resources that.
But which Facebook? Was it my personal or was it the stream one? The AskCorey one.
Without trying first. What they're saying isn't, "Hey, I need tips." What they're saying is, I'm afraid to fail. If you're asking for these tips before you even get started making content, what you're hoping for is a clear path, a road that if you walk down this road, You will
This isn't GPT. You're not helping.
The problem is that really
Children
doesn't
plans.
exist. This job is not
Maybe.
like any other job. This job is a job of trial and error. You have to be willing to fail hundreds of times
Maybe.
before you're gonna get it right.
Nah, you're fine.
Like 5 people for like 2 to 3 years
Go for training.
before I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. I tried
No.
putting together a pro team.
I feel
tried
that.
getting a house of gamers. I got an investor who then pulled out 3 months later because he didn't feel like I was focused enough. But really what I was doing was trying something and recognizing where it failed. And
Create a
trying
post
something
stream.
and
Takes
recognizing
3
where it
minutes.
failed.
Stop
Trying
stream.
something
Rename
else and
VOD.
recognizing where it failed. That
I don't sense
is
any words
what
today.
it
Fails.
takes
No.
to be a content creator. Is to be willing to fail. And the more times
Write
you
a content-
fail, the more you learn
No.
what not to do. More than other creators. If you're reaching out before you're willing to fail,
Yeah, I kind of.
what you're not asking for is some help. What you're asking for is a boss. And some people really like having a boss. Some people really like having set things for you to do that day. And if you do those things, you get paid. I get that. That is a totally fair and valid.
It needs to be in
mindset, and I
fucking
respect
camera
it.
shot today.
It does not work for
Even though it doesn't look different, I fixed it up a little better.
You have to figure it out. And if what you're looking for is a boss,
Oh.
what you might need is a job, like a 9 to 5, a job with a boss and coworkers at a store or
Ooh.
whatever, and that is a perfectly fine.
Set
full-time
up
job for a
chat
lot of people.
on
But I'm
screen.
telling you this not to discourage anybody who has asked for extra help. I love doing just chatting in my live streams, link in the description below. I love answering questions and thinking critically and picking out my favorite ones. Questions are good as long as you are attempting to find the answer yourself at the same time. I'm telling you this because I want you to succeed. And if you're going to succeed on
What do you got plans for today? Anything?
social media content creation in any form, you need to be willing to fail. That's the only way you're going to become creative. So to give you
Have you said
real
anything useful
action
yet,
items
other
in this
than
video that you
you're
can
still in intro?
try for yourself? It's
What?
not just an abstract idea. What I did is I wrote down 5 ways that I boost the creative section of my brain.
Language.
Go on a walk.
Okay.
Language. And I'm sure none of you were expecting that.
Learn something
Travel
new.
somewhere. I mean,
Nope. Already do that. Let's build something.
and that could be, again, a piece of content that you weren't expecting to build, like again that golf course video was something I built. But also, if you're a crafty person or even not a crafty person, build something with your hands. The amount of time I've spent YouTubing and Googling how certain things work so I could build or modify them myself when I had no prior knowledge, that list is very long. I built my own guitar amp. Not only a guitar amp, but a guitar amp with lights in it that bright up lighter the louder I play.
Don't, that's
I
just
built
channel.
my own
Genetic
scuff
stuff.
controller.
Jesus.
It's somewhere. It's broken. But I learned to use a laser cutter and a soldering iron and how to... There were dip switches coming out of the back so I could make the 2 buttons anything I wanted. I had no idea how to do any of that.
6,
before I started, but
7.
it's another way to break the norm.
Yeah,
and train my brain to do something that I had never done before. And more
Bias,
importantly,
Amanda
a sense of accomplishment.
said she had 2 mains
a
break over
feeling
by her.
that nobody can just tell you. You can't just convince someone that they are
Sick.
capable. You have to convince yourself by accomplishing something. And
Alright, GPT's not helping me anymore. What is this? Why is this not out? It's not live.
I had no idea how to make. Is one of the
You
most
wrote
important
it.
things I've
Don't
done. But
even.
look, we got a little bit deep in this video, but
Okay,
to anybody
done with this. Let's watch this last one.
These tips are cheats on how to become a streamer. You're probably watching this video in your late teens to early 20s, wondering if there's any
Fuck
tricks
you. I'm 33, you piece of shit. Fuck you, Ms. Kiff. I'm glad you got
If you don't
canceled.
know me, I'm currently one of the biggest streamers in the world.
Don't stream to what?
Will help you. Tip number 2, a classic you hear from everyone. Don't stream. Do not stream until you learn the other tips. Don't think you're gonna go live with one.
I got
viewer or
that.
2 viewers
No.
in a call.
I already got friends.
Whether it's moderators or
Hi.
people
That's
around,
today? There's no way that's today. There's no way that's today. If so, then yes.
don't feel as weird,
I didn't.
and also
I thought that was
they're
tomorrow.
much more likely to watch your stream and interact.
No way that's
This can
today.
take weeks
That's
to months
today!
to finally
Yeah, I'm playing
set
High Guard
up
today.
Discord, but don't walk in there acting like you own the place.
Yes!
like you got an
Fuck productive
escort check.
streams.
If you walk in there saying, hey, here's my Twitch stream, you're gonna be kicked. People are gonna look at you weird. Don't do it. If you work your way through being friends with these people,
That goes on the main.
you may be able to post your stream once in a while.
Yes.
People will know who you are. On a side note, you can also add an exclamation point or
Offline
Tip number 5,
communities.
join offline communities. Just like Discord, offline chats are a great way to get viewers. If you assimilate yourself in those communities, you are with the most degenerate Twitch.
Do you think he those eyebrows look a little much? Am I crazy?
Everything that's going on, have about 70 tabs of streamers open, and they definitely will add one more if you're friends with them. These people will not only add that one tab and
Yep,
become
100%. I don't give a fuck. I don't play High Guard.
they're also going to get other viewers with you. I have a ton of people that have grown from my offline
The goal was today was to stream for 4 hours. I am an hour and a half in,
community and others that have
and
become full, like, streamers.
is there anything on my productive list that I still? Yeah.
And everyone like
If I get this done, I'll be happy. If I get my chat set up on stream, then I'll be happy.
Acting like you own the place. It could take weeks or months of finally becoming an offline chatter that's recognized, and then you may be starting your stream. But until then, don't go in there acting like you own the place, and don't go in there trying to become a streamer. Number 7, do not stream at prime time. What I mean by this is very simple. Prime time is about 12 o'clock p.m. CST to 6
What?
o'clock
I don't know what
CST.
that. I don't know what
You
time
should
that
not
is.
be streaming that. Think of yourself as a small fish.
Also stupid.
Grow with a pack.
Yes, it is true, but streaming consistently is way more important.
Trainwreck's waiting room. Tip number 8. Grow with
Consistency. Alright. Your video sucks. Why is. Alright, gets it open here. Don't need it again. Give me. Chat, right? On stream. Give me a short. Let's see if a short helps first. No. Sure.
Do you want to put your chat on your stream like all the other big streamers?
Yes.
I'll show you. It only takes a few seconds. First, follow me and then head to this website. From here, just go to channel name and type in your Twitch channel. Scroll down a little bit further.
This website. You didn't give me.
You can copy this link and put it in your.
Motherfucker, you didn't give me the URL, you piece of shit.
Literally takes a minute. Do you want to put your chat on your stream like all the
Bros,
other
eyebrows are thinking. Yeah, true.
First, follow me and
To be fair, you do have similar eyebrows. They just weren't like so like yours are even and nice. His were like they looked a little painted on. God damn it. Chat is sports bitch. Yeah. Click preview. Generate. What? Ooh, I kinda like that. No, no. No, they're not Miskiff thick, but they are on the thick side. You got a little fucking Rock Lee in ya. What is anime? Don't know. Shabbat's command fade caps. What? Oh, okay. No. Excellent after name. No. No. Hide special badges. No. Homies badges. I don't know what that means. Generate. Bro, to call me he's available. We ain't in your stream, brother. We in my stream. I said you got a little rock. You're like 20% Rock Lee when it comes to the eyes. We'll go 30 if we count dedication to WoW. And that's a compliment. Okay. Figure new browser source on your streaming software with the given URL. Alright. Scenes. Okay. Touch main. Give me. Rock beat. Oh my god. Come on. Yeah. I said 20%. I said 20%. Let's compare. Boy.
You're probably wondering.
Yeah, look at those eyebrows. 20%. Tell me no. %. 20%. That's a good pause there.
This Wilford Brimley mustache having guy do on Twitch. Well, here to talk to you about your.
Damn, you've lost a lot of weight, huh?
Back.
You were a chubby boy back then.
Well, I'm a variety streamer. Memories thrown my way. I've been playing games for a long time.
Your eyebrows are a lot thicker than they were here too. Boy. But you know what? Nope. High guard is installed, but I told myself I was going to set this up. Let's set this up. And because I set this up, we can do this. 260. Hell yeah, brother. Because I know you would be interested in this a little bit. We got... the process. Let's do new scene, UI. Main sources, add scene UI. So that. Okay, that didn't work. Create a new browser source to give new generate. Get a new one. Is this for Twitch? This might just be for Twitch. Twitch chat on screen with okay. I fucked up. YouTube chat on stream. And let's rename. Shorts. That's not. I don't use stream elements. That's OBS. Alright, we're not getting a shorts one.
So in this video, I'm gonna walk you step by step on setting up your YouTube chat overlay in Stream. Now I have here my video, my gameplay, and then I have an empty box here for my chat overlay. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to streamelements.com, and I'll put a link in the description of this video. Then you're gonna get logged in with your YouTube account, and once you do, you'll be brought to a dashboard just like this.
I don't use Stream Elements.
And I'll put a link in the description of this.
Is Stream Elements different from OBS? I thought it was.
Your YouTube account, and once you do, you'll be brought to a dashboard just like this. On the left hand side.
How's it going, everyone? John here. Welcome to another OBS Studio tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you, since it's not really integral to here, but that's fine if you want to look at your chat here or if you want to look at it whenever you're streaming. But if you want to be able to bring this chat in, what you're going to want to do is click on the three dots.
Three
To
dots.
pop out chat. You're going to take this link up here in the browser and you're going to do Control C to copy.
Pop
And then
out
we're gonna go back
chat.
to OBS. And what we're going to want to do is set up a custom doc, which I already have set up. But what you're going to want to do is go up to View, Docs, Custom Browser Docs. And as you can see, I already have one set up, so you're just going to give it a name. And then you're going to Control V to paste it and hit Apply.
Stream Elements is not stream
What that's
software.
gonna do is that's going to then populate that right here.
Yeah, but I've
already had it set up.
I'm going to be an OBS boy because, especially with my PNG tuber stuff, it works really well with it.
Now what we need to do is take this and bring it over here into our chat area. So we're going to find our source that we have for our chat, and I have mine labeled as YouTube chat browser source.
Also, OBS is works with Sammy, which is something that I plan on doing a lot of work with, and it, from what I remember in my initial research, it is a lighter load on my computer. And that's not an issue right now, but when I have a lot of shit going on with the PNG stuff, no, absolutely, and I appreciate it. You're more than anybody else in the group. That's what that was a big reason I set this up, because I was like, I bet it'd be a little interested. There's a couple people that would be curious on how my OBS is set up, and I assumed you would be one of them.
Hit OK.
Okay. So I need to
set up, so you're just going to give it a name, and then you're going to Control
switch accounts. No.
and hit Apply. So what that's going to do?
Oh, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool.
Populate that right here, just like
Video moderation, timestamps, timestamp.
Now what we need to do is take this and bring it over here into our chat area.
Do I need to open up Studio mode? What did I just do? I don't like that. Studio mode. This maybe. Let's turn this off for a second. Am I streaming anything that I shouldn't? Probably, but whatever. Yeah, just installed. Let's go ahead and open. I'm getting closer and closer to giving up on this quest for now. Go live. Post. March templates. Seth. No. High guard. Sick. W. Malarkis, come on, high guard. Okay, I don't have pop out for my YouTube chat.
That's fine. So what you're gonna... How's it going, everyone? John here. Welcome to another OBS Studio tutorial. To bring in your YouTube is go over to
What's up, Dad?
YouTube, and you're gonna want to open up one of your
About to play some high guard, trying to do some productivity shit first.
You're gonna want to open up one of your streams, and you can see your chat here, but that's that's fine if you want to look at your chat here, or if you want to look at it whenever you're streaming. You'll be able to bring this.
That's what I was just watching. Watch every. Yeah.
Super easy to use, super.
This dude is the man.
Chat and YouTube chat into a single stream of messages. If you've hopped onto the multi-streaming train lately, you've probably found it really hard.
I will be
use
very
all
soon.
Different chat windows for all your different platforms at the same time, especially because a lot of you have multiple YouTube streams now. In case you didn't know, you can stream in both horizontal and vertical aspect ratios at the same time. I've already done a video on that. You can watch that up here. I'm not going to waste your time. The number one option you've been looking for by far is StreamerBot. This is hands down.
Yeah, I thought so.
For all your Twitch and YouTube streams. So easy to use and has a ton of features that are going to make your life as a multi-streamer 14 billion.
That's what we're going to do.
Now, I know a lot of you guys have ruled out StreamerBot because I get it. This looks straight out of Windows 95.
Don't care.
The chat portion of
Where do I
StreamerBot,
put this?
This
see.
is basically an entirely separate app all in its own.
Just go here.
If you use StreamerBot already, you click the chat button up here, and then it opens up. And it looks way different. It looks so much better than
StreamerBot is a long process that I'm gonna fuck with later. It's time for High Guard. Q, no. Sure, you met Dad, yeah? Yeah, you met him at Golden Corral, and it's been a couple times, I think. Alright, I have a queue, so I guess we're going back to being productive. Fuck, I don't wanna.
Yes, it even has dark mode, and it's really, really fluid. Super easy to use, super clean UI, but big
Yeah, I thought so, I wasn't
this
sure.
only supports Twitch and YouTube right now, so
Yeah, that's fine.
if you need something that supports Kick or TikTok, we'll talk about some other solutions that you guys can use
streaming.
at the end of the video. You can just look at this timestamp. I'll leave it right here. No sponsor for today's video.
What did you just say? I missed that.
Kick or TikTok, we'll talk about some other solutions that you guys can use at the end of the video. You can just look at this timestamp. I'll leave it right here. No sponsor for today's video, so why don't you guys just follow me on Twitch? Yeah, I'll be checking. Okay, Ryan. All right, you pause that video right now. You go do it so you don't forget. And then also give me money on Patreon. I'm trying to make some money out of this bit. Okay, so for those of you who've never used StreamerBot or never even heard of StreamerBot before, just head to the website. It's literally streamer.bot. That's the actual URL. Download it, unzip it, and then open the streamerbot.exe file. Yes, I know the UI doesn't...
Never. Where's my... Oh. Let's do that. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's on the 16th. What? It's 26th. Is the date that wrong in my fucking computer? Give me a date created. That's what I need. There it is. Okay. Thought it was gonna make its own folder. Ah! Okay. Cancel. Don't want to delete that one. New folder. In yet? Nope. Okay.
great, but we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just
Programs,
need to log in with your
stream
Twitch
bot.
and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for
Okay.
the Twitch and YouTube tabs, just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the
Oh my
YouTube
God.
account that
Type.
you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, this isn't gonna work for you. Then you just click the chat button.
Close that.
Bob's your uncle.
Close that.
You just need to log in with your Twitch and your YouTube accounts. So head to the platforms tab, and then for the Twitch and YouTube
Did I
tab,
just not
log
open
in
that?
with your accounts
Okay, it did.
there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, look great. We're never even heard of StreamWork before.
Cool, this is fully new and updated because it doesn't look like shit. Fuck. That means this guy doesn't work anymore. Maybe it will.
To the web, download it, unzip it, and then open the streamerbot.exe file. Yes, I know the UI doesn't look great.
Chat.
But we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So
Settings.
you just need to log in with your.
Where'd he log in?
Inside of this. I know the UI doesn't look great, but we're only gonna spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box.
What'd you
and
click?
You don't have to worry about it anymore. So
Platforms. Close the chat. What do we got? YouTube. Platform. Agree. Don't you do it. I should be fine. Don't you dare. Ah, fuck! Alright. Hold on. Hold on. Well. That work? Worked. Okay. Oh, wait. Stupid. I didn't fuck it up. No! Ah! Fixed. Haha! Back button for life. Go away. Continue. Does that work? Why is that not working? Way in high guard? Nope. What if something fucking this up? Didn't want to do that. None of those, none of those, none of that. Don't need that. Yeah. Where's Discord? Where's Discord? There you are. Hi guys. Talk coming out on servers. Wait, what was this one again? Yeah. In here. Yeah. Nope. Not my answer. Give me that. 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 And then there. Back here. Nope. Yes. OBS. Fucking workers. Wow. YouTube, Twitter. Door. Fuck it. Yeah. 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 Alright. Documentation. Oh. Okay. I don't think. Alright. We in? We're in. Alright, we're done with all this shit. Time for video games. Trading post. Okay, it's pay site. West, war chests. Pay stuff, challenges. Okay, quest. No ranked yet. Full skins. Multiple ways to get to buy stuff. Full weapons. So training. God, this game's so loud. Is it loud to stream? I'm gonna turn it to how I like it for me, and then there. Oh.
Here we are. Welcome to Headwall. Let's get your warden training
Feels
started.
okay for now. Okay, movement feels okay. And fixing that settings. Awesome. Oh my god. He is, I don't know, he's been running around. Oh, he's sitting on top of your chair so we can see outside. About to melee. Okay, let's do melee. Where's melee at? Where's melee? There it is. Give me that, and then there, and then crouch there, and then there. It'd be crazy if they invited me. Did that not save? It didn't save. Fucking kill me. Nail it. I bet it didn't save again. Of course not. Okay, crouch. There. Sprint. There. Melee. There. There. Apply. Okay.
Flynn's just ahead. He'll lead the basics, and when he thinks you're ready, I'll finish this up.
Welcome. I'm Trader Flynn. Just call me Flynn. First step's just ahead. Let's see what you made.
I didn't know I was. My team. Whoops, that was forever ago.
Let's head to that platform, kid. Over here, kid. Let's get this thing started. Okay, time for some combat. We can start by firing
this
your
first
weapon.
game of game played today.
Take some shots. There you go. Nice shooting.
Oh, okay.
Now try it with the scope. Good effort, but use the scope this time. Now try the grenade. It can get where bullets can't.
Like that.
Fantastic. Not bad. Let's move
This
to
is
the
High
next
Guard.
platform.
Welcome back, Big Back. It's good to see you again. This is High Guard. Just came out today. It's on Steam.
So once you're out there, you'll find good weapons, but the rare ones are upgraded.
Will do. Will do. So far,
The
I'm liking
upgrades
it. It's
evolve.
giving Apex
Weapons marked
vibes.
Orange will come with some nice perks. Give it a go. That was something special. Good work.
I'll
kid.
hop and stream
Take
in a
that
little bit
zip
if you
line
want to
the next
pop in there
platform.
too, Derby.
Right, kid. Listen, it's dangerous out there. You can
Oh,
lose
I didn't know
yourself
that.
or your mate. But folks
Makes
like us don't
sense.
quite go away, now do we? Come
I
back.
like it. There's a lot about Apex I like.
There we have it. Well done. Well, that's all for this place. let's go blow some stuff up, shall we?
Beefland destructive. Is there a fast way down? Oh. Nope. Where is... Nope. Where did I just get pinged?
Name, buddy. Next room.
I am in a game, sir.
Listen up. I'm on the other side of this wall. You'll need to break it to reach me. Use that axe the Vigil gave you. Now the shop is
Throw
open.
it? Okay,
Step
that's
right
cool.
up. You don't have any coin.
I'm not jumping over there for fucking Marvel console and playing this with them three. Them other two. Where's my OBS? What am I doing? Oh, okay.
Try those crystals. Your axe will do the job.
Wait, how do I hit it twice? Okay. Okay.
That's plenty, kid. Come on back. I've got a rocket calling to you.
Oh, I have a keybind that I need to turn off. Where's it at? Where's it at? What's video? No. Keybinds. No. That one. There we
Bring
go.
me that Vespa, kid. Let's blow some stuff up.
What's working till 8:30? Oh, I see. Alright, give me a minute.
Great. Grab that rocket. Pick up some ammo, too. Right, kid. See those grey walls in the building behind me? Point that rocket and wipe them.
This is sick.
Too bad. Now, let's try something else. Reinforce those walls. Reinforced walls are stronger than stone. Your little axe won't do too much if you want to try. Use that gun of yours to finish them off. Or you can always give me more coin for ammo.
Yeah, do that.
I do love destruction. But time to move on. Say you're a warden. Let's see what power you've really got. I'll meet you over there. There's a few things that makes a warden. Skill, perseverance, passion, and a power
Big
that
Bag,
makes
do you
the
ever
world
try
worth living.
ABI?
That power is what makes us special, unique. Let's see what yours can do. Now's the time to really shine. Move up to those walls and show me what you've got.
My tactical. Oh, sick. Okay. Yo. Yo. Okay, okay, okay.
Take those walls out.
Okay,
Really are proving why the
okay.
Vigil so desperately needs us. Now, let's put all your weight.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Well, That's it for me, mate. Ah, there's your ride. Better go catch it. Good luck. I'll see you out there.
Yeah, that game is still 2 left. It's good 50. That's got some distance. Okay, and we get mounts, and we get...
Welcome, Warden. Now, there's a lot of people who want a piece of that land out.
Oh.
We've got some time at the start. It's best to use it to reinforce some walls. That will help protect your base.
Oh, we got a little Rainbow Six pre-work?
Right, unlocking base shields. It's time to get out there and find gear. Remember, you're a warden. No need to run on foot all the time. Go on, mount up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Most important thing you can find is improved armor. If you come across an armor chest, the blue ones, grab some. Great, that's a red chest. Now find a blue chest.
Where's my Discord? We will see. I like that better. Like movement better.
Good. Armor lets you take more hits before going down. It's vital to success. Go find a few more sets.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay! Liking the movement so far.
Right, now check what you're carrying. Your armor packs together. Not a bad idea to hold on to a few sets. Let's grab one more piece. Try visiting the trader. Flynn will help you out.
I can. I'm
Over
sick.
here, Warden. Let's get you all armored up.
What is the...
Heads up, Warden. Sorry about this.
I love this part.
Did you just murder me?
That one, mate. I need you to know that if you get taken out like that, the armor you've got on breaks. This is why multiple armor sets is a good idea. Choose your spawn point.
Don't forget, my shop carries armor in case you need it.
Listen up. The storm's forming the shield breaker. Let's move. Right out. When the shield breaker appears, that's all that matters. You need that shield breaker to get into an enemy base so that you can wipe them out. Shield breaker's ready. Grab it, Warden.
No.
Great. Now take the shield breaker to the enemy base.
Ooh.
Move.
What do I shield?
You're at their base. Find one of the plant points and let the shield breaker do its job. Listen up. You're looking for generators to destroy. They're usually inside. That's a generator, mate. All wardens are set up with bombs, so just walk up to it to plant one. Nice work. Now you better protect it. Enemies can defuse your bomb, so you need to make sure it goes off.
Gotcha.
Each
Okay,
generator
okay.
taken out brings you one step closer to shutting the door to the enemy base. There we go, Warden. Nice job. There's one generator down. Track the base's power. It's almost out.
Okay. Huh?
This is the final generator needed to take out this base. Plant your bomb and protect it. And we're counting down. Here we go. This is all you need. Get ready, Warden. That was fantastic, mate. The Vigil made a great choice. Flynn, anything to add?
I think you're ready, kid. A true warden of Anya.
I should.
There. Good luck.
Yes.
Nice work on the basics, Warden. Now it's time for the advanced brief. Let's go over a few high-level strategies on how to put everything you've learned into practice. Every Warden is unique, and so is every base. Try them out, and in no time, you'll find the base that best suits your unique skills and tactics. Now, once you've settled into a base, the defensive phase will begin. Here you'll have a short window to change your loadout and secure the base. The generators in your base are very important. They're usually found deep inside, surrounded by destructible walls. It's best to use your wall reinforcements to protect those generators. That's the easiest place to start securing your base. When the dome unlocks, I'll give you the signal and we're off. Our strategy for each battle has 3 phases. Phase 1, gear up. Phase 2, intercept. And lastly, Phase 3, raid. I highly recommend gathering armor and upgrading your weapons first. The Vigil has them scattered around. Loot all the resources you can before charging into a fight. Don't forget to harvest Vesper you find around as well. You'll need this currency to buy better weapons, raid tools and armor upgrades from Trader Flynn. Once you have the shield breaker, rally up your team and ride out to the enemy base. This marks the beginning of Phase 2, Intercept. In the Intercept phase, whoever has the shield breaker will be trying to ride with it to the opposing base and break in, and the other team tries to stop them. Again, teamwork is invaluable. Stick together. These intercept battles can make or break who gets to plant the shield breaker and start a raid. Be careful not to get wiped out. If you do, you will drop the shield breaker and hand it right over to the enemy. If no one plants before our time window runs out, we'll find ourselves in a final stretch of overtime. During this stretch, no one will be able to respawn. This makes it all about eliminating the enemy team. You can still plant, but you should be cautious and try not to let our clock run out. If it does, the shield breaker will plant itself to the nearest base for 0 damage, and the raid will begin. During a raid, you'll need to work together to successfully break through and sabotage generators. If you're falling behind and you really need to take this raid, go for the Anchor Stone. Take out the heart of the base for instant victory. Be smart. Plan with your team. Coordinate and unite those powers for devastating effect. In the end, the key to winning is working together, upgrading your gear and securing the shield breaker. Work on mastering these tips and you will become a true Warden of Highguard.
You still hood, Jerby? Here's what I lost for. Okay, try to reconnect.
Today we're going to walk through the easiest way to set it up in OBS using
real
ATEM
fast.
Multistream. Let's dive in. To download the plugin, go to atem.tv, go up to Products, and select Multistream. It'll take you to the download page where you can download multi for free. If you want to do multiple different canvases or you want to do vertical streaming, you can download the Stream Suite, but we're going to just download the multi for now. Once you select it, it may prompt you if you want to run anyways. Just go ahead and select it and run through the download and then run the installer. Just ensure that when you do install ATEM Multistream, that OBS is closed when you run the install or it will not install properly. Once you've installed ATEM Multistream and you've opened OBS, we can go up to our docs and you'll see that we have this ATEM Multistream available. So let's go ahead and open that.
You're still here. Okay.
And we can go ahead and click and dock this.
I want to stream multi-stream to Twitch because people can pop in
we need to specify
for Highguard. It's fresh, but I'd have to end stream.
What our initial OBS stream is. So let's go ahead and go into our settings and we'll go to stream. And I would highly recommend if you stream to Twitch that would be your built-in stream, because this is the only place where the specific Twitch features actually work, like your live stream or.
By the way, it is awesome. Let's do one more. Oh god, that was fun. Yeah, I like this. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's out on Xbox as well.
There's no end until you break it.
I know what he does. Let's just run it quick. Recommend whatever. Yeah, this looks very fun. This looks very fun. Fuck, I really want to multi-stream right.
Base will unlock soon. Stock up. Reinforce the walls.
Stock up.
Get ready to ride out.
Remember, work together as a team. The more we trust each other, the harder they will fall. You can trust me to kill them. I expect the same from you. There's more to being a warrior than just killing. Keep telling yourself that. Reinforcing the wall. How you doing, kid? What could I get you?
What do we start out with? I think instead of cranking out this, instead of the rocket launcher, give me... Oh, okay.
Listen up. 10
That's
seconds
that.
and we're heading out.
I am very melee heavy, but I like that.
The
Okay.
shield breaker is forming soon. Explore and gather anything you need.
Okay, there's their base.
Starting ahead. Let's ride. Mounting up.
Yeah, give me
Hey there. Shops at your disposal. Grabbing some gear.
The shield breaker is forming at the water pumps.
Good luck.
Buying some gear.
Where's the... okay. There's a battle royale this kind of reminds me of. I can't remember what it's called. People died and turned into chickens.
Hey there. Shots at your disposal. Appreciate you. Good luck.
Uh-oh.
Shield breaker's ready. It's go time, group.
Ready to knock out.
Soul purged.
Fuck! Okay, I don't like this gun I have in my hand. That would be... yeah, Realm Royale.
Use this thing.
Yes, can I enter? Oh, okay.
Back in,
Gotta click that
crew.
button. Makes sense.
riding.
Staying together seems pretty important in this one.
Spawns are locking soon. Only a few seconds before overtime.
Enemy vaporized.
We're in extra time. Spawn's locked. Getting close. 2 enemies left.
What the fuck?
Location locked. Calling in siege tower.
You fix my settings. My mouse stuff is rough. You turn down a little more.
We cracked the dome. Get in there.
Back in, crew.
Whoa, yo.
Riding.
What is that? Somebody's ability.
The beast's unleashed. I'm reloading.
I'm here. Don't sweat it.
Tough one. Another swipe and we're through. Path clear. On me. Bomb's getting planted. Get started.
Bad news. Your bomb's defused.
Alright.
Lighting them up. Doors open. Not a bad
Hold their
idea to
attention
gear up.
away. So we can plant B. Yeah, I think it might be an SMG as a close mid-range and sniper.
Last respawn. Focus up. Our siege tower's down. No more spawns, team.
Let's go.
Right.
Come.
We got this crew.
Rust.
All fire.
My power
Enemy
standing
vapor
by.
up. Planting a bomb.
All planted. This is it. Defend it, and we're out.
Interesting. Okay.
Too hot to stop. Soul purged.
GG.
Oh, one hell of a fight. Land secured. Great work, team.
Quick matches. I think I like it. I think I like it. I don't know. I don't think I like this character. Destroying walls seems like useful a little bit, but an offensive ability feels a little better. All right. Settings. I need window full screen. That's right. 60 hertz monitor. There's no reason past that. Increase my FOV. Brightness is a little higher. Is always nice. Whatever. Okay, ripping this right now is not going to be nearly as useful as streaming on Twitch if I'm trying to take advantage. Also, I'm pretty happy with the base form of my stream,
broadcasting, add VOD tracks, or
and I do have multi-streaming up on
this.
this.
Go ahead and apply that, and it's going to pull up some of this.
Alright, let's do this.
Going live on multiple in OBS TV, go can multi products and select multi-stream. It'll take you to the download page where you can download multi for free. If you want to do multiple different canvases or you want to do vertical streaming, you can download the stream suite, but we're going to just download the multi for now. One for free if you multi-stream. It'll take you to the download page where you can download multi for free. If you want to do multiple different canvases or you want to do vertical streaming, you can download the stream suite, but we're going to just download the multi for now. Once you select it, it may prompt you if you want to run anyways. Just go ahead and select it and run through the download and then run the installer. Just ensure that when you do install ATEM Multistream, that OBS is closed when you run the install or it will not install properly. Once you've installed ATEM Multistream and you've opened OBS, we can go up to our docs and you'll see that we have this ATEM Multistream available. So let's go ahead and open that. And we can go ahead and click and dock this if we want. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. And before we add multiple outputs, we need to specify what our initial OBS stream is. So let's go ahead and go into our settings and we'll go to stream. And I would highly recommend if you stream to Twitch that would be your built-in stream, because this is the only place where the specific Twitch features actually work, like your VOD stream or enhanced broadcasting. So we'll go ahead and select connect account, and I'll go ahead and sign in with my username and password. And now that I've logged in, I can enable enhanced broadcasting, add VOD tracks, or do whatever else I want to do here. And we'll just go ahead and apply that. And it's going to pull up some of this Twitch stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And now we can see in our ATEM Multistream dock that Twitch is now our built-in stream, and we can start adding additional platforms. So we can go down to our settings toggle here, and then go to main canvas again. And if you want vertical canvases, you will want to download the Stream Suite, which adds a vertical canvas, as well as the ability to add multiple other canvases. But we're just going to stick with the main canvas for now. So the first thing we can do is just add output, streaming. Going live on multiple platforms doesn't have to be complicated. So today we're going in. To download the plugin, go to atem.tv.
There we go. God, ATEM, you need to work on your website. It gives. This is a scam. With me. Jam. Is Midnight going to be last expansion? Or the future of WoW in Midnight since our last expansion? I'm setting up multi-stream, Zach. Give me a minute. Where the fudge bucket is? Let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that. System. Programs. After Last Titan. What's Last Titan? Is that next? Is that after midnight? Yeah, expansion after midnight. So they're discussing after Last Titan. Okay. Yeah, that sounds sick. I'm down to watch that. Talking about the future of WoW after last expansion. What do I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be free to play. I think it's going to be free to play. If they're not expansioning anymore, I think it's going to be free to play and microtransactions out the ass. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, free to play and microtransactions out the ass. And maybe looking into console stuff.
Go up to download streaming. You select it, download the stream suite, but we're going to just download the multi for now. Once you select it, it may prompt you if you want
I can't see why not.
Anyways, just go ahead and select it and run through the download and then run the installer. Just ensure that when you do install ATEM Multi-Stream, that OBS is closed when you run the install or it will not install properly. Once you've installed ATEM Multi-Stream, and then run the install. And anyways, just go ahead and select it and run through the download and then run the installer. Just ensure that when you do install ATEM Multi-Stream, that OBS is closed when you run the install or it will not install properly. Once you've installed ATEM Multi-Stream and you've opened OBS, we can go up to our docs and you'll see that we have this ATEM Multi-Stream available. So let's go ahead and open that. And we can go ahead and
set up
this anywhere we want. I'm just going to put it to the side for now. And before we add multiple outputs, we need to specify what our initial OBS stream is. So let's go ahead and go to settings, and we'll go to stream. And I would highly recommend if you stream to Twitch that would be your built-in stream, because this is the only place where the specific Twitch features actually work, like your VOD stream and broadcast. So we'll go ahead and select connect account, and I'll go ahead and sign in with my username and password. And now that I've logged in, I can enable and
you're not helping. Images. I need that'll work. Save image. Pictures save. Now let's go add image. Okay. Browse. Pictures. My guard. Open. That's nope. Cancel. I need. I get just the Steam page is gonna work. Store page. Let's do store page instead. Mostly negative. What? Ran fine for me. I don't know what you expect in Steam Deck and that on rip. Let's hear crazy. Why? We should have slept it runs like crap on GF2 right. I guess. Let's check SteamDB. Because if nobody's fucking playing this, then what's the point of streaming it? I mean, it feels a little fun, but if it's A dead game. Fucking, I just play it with friends. Oh, there's 100K. What's it got on Twitch? Co's playing it. Simon's playing it. Somebody's.
Dude, this
I
map
mean,
is huge.
there's people playing it. Oh, this is flooded. 5 pages and I'm still at 200 viewers. Three, 400K views. Where was my whoops.
Welcome back to the Streaming Masterclass. This is episode number
4.
Enhance broadcasting, add VOD tracks, or do whatever else I want to do here. And we'll just go ahead and apply that. It's going to pull up some of this Twitch stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. And now we can see in our ATEM multi-stream dock that Twitch is now our built-in stream, and we can start
I had a
adding
Fitz
additional
viewer for a minute.
platforms.
Or
So we can go
it's
down
probably
to
me.
our settings toggle here, and then go
Alright,
to
alright. I kind of know how to do this. I just need to drop stream. Problem is I have more viewers than I've ever had. Up to the day I got half my family to join. So, what do we do? Let's try to fix streamer bot first. Don't. Nope.
Canvas.
Oh, it
if
worked.
you want
Okay, cool.
Vertical canvases, you will want to download the Stream Suite, which adds a vertical canvas, as well as the ability to add multiple other canvases. But we're just going to stick with the main canvas for now. So the first thing we can do is just add output, and it gives us some default platforms that we can go to, as well as the ability to go to other services, like if we wanted to stream to LinkedIn, for example. So let's go ahead and say YouTube is the other one we want to go to.
Streamer bot.
Thankfully, ATEM Multi-Stream makes this very easy. We can actually just find our stream key by going directly to our YouTube creator dashboard. And in this dashboard, I just need to find our stream key here. And I'm just going to go ahead and copy it.
Authorized.
Go back into OBS. And then I can paste the stream key inside of here. And then select Create Output. And that'll add YouTube as an additional
Twitch.
output. And if we select OK, now we have 2 different places to stream to. And if we toggle this stream button, it'll
Whatever.
automatically start
I'm sure it'll be
streaming
fine.
our stream here.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I can't leak anything that would be bad, right? Fuck. Tube. OBS. Yeah, free to play. Yep, that's what I think it'll be. Default tags. Let's go look at chat. What does chat give me? YouTube chat. Hello. Does it pop up here? Hello. It does. Sick. What is this? Events. That seems cool. Okay, let's go. Nope, not that one. History. There's my boy. There's my boy.
What is the best way to combine Twitch chat and YouTube chat into a
Copy.
single stream of messages? If you've hopped onto the multi-streaming
go.
train lately,
Let's go back to the ATEM video. Let's do this one.
what is the best way to combine Twitch chat and YouTube chat into a single stream of messages? If you've hopped onto the multi-streaming train lately,
What
you've
is
probably
so,
found it
Drew? You're watching Tim play. What are they saying?
really hard to keep up with all your
But
different
I
chat
mean,
windows for all
I
your platforms.
assume most of them are probably sponsored.
at the same
So
time.
it's hard to get a
especially
straight
because a lot of you have
perspective.
multiple YouTube streams now. In case you didn't know, you can stream in both horizontal and vertical aspect ratios
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the same
yeah.
time. I've already done a video on that. You can watch that up here. I'm not going to waste your time. The number one option you've been looking for by far is StreamerBot. This is out of this bit. Okay, so for those of you who've never used StreamerBot or never even heard of StreamerBot before, just head to the website. It's literally streamer.bot. That's the actual URL. Download it, unzip it, and then open the
Okay, cool. Because mostly negative seems
I know
insane.
The UI doesn't look great, but we're only going to spend like 60 seconds inside of this white box, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore. So you just need to log
Well,
in
Courage
with your
only
Twitch
gets
and your YouTube
viewers
accounts.
when he plays Fortnite, and Ninja's a burnt-out gamer.
Just log in with your accounts there. Make sure for the YouTube account that you check the box that says manage accounts. Otherwise, this isn't going to work for you. Then you just click the chat button, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Is that a phrase that American people know, or is that something only people who are girt by sea understand? If you start typing in Twitch chat, you should see messages start appearing with a little Twitch icon so you know which platform the message is.
Yeah, just based on what I was looking at from here, they should have done early access because it looks like there's some connection issues with like this. But I mean, I'm running on a much worse system and can play it just as well. Like, yeah, it's not super optimized. Better shoot a slide to runs. I thought it felt fine. I think it ran like crap. Login was long, but I mean, there's 100,000 people playing it. It was a few furry cosplay. What? I mean, yeah, probably if they don't put work in just because they hated the game. Like you play a game, it ends and it puts you in a queue screen. Yeah. I didn't give it kernel access, so you're insane. Matches aren't fun. TTK is wild. I agree with that. Through 3 games together. The concept is good. It felt like it had potential, but it needs optimized. I don't think mostly negative is deserved, but they also shouldn't have done full release. They probably should have done like a early access type thing. The TTK for a 3v3 is wild. It should be slower. Especially when you have limited revives.
This one's got some bite. Attacking. Dropped an enemy.
Smells like you need some upgrades.
But the concept seems fine. I don't understand the hate. Also, 100,000 people are playing it, but only 180 reviews. Let's hit a quick refresh. Yeah, 180 reviews.
And then once you go live on YouTube, it'll be the same thing for YouTube, but it'll be a YouTube icon, and it will also show their profile picture. And if combining chats is all that you wanted to do, that's it. The video can end right here for you. I know someone in chat's gonna be like, what about social stream, Nutty? They had that over a year. Zip it, okay? I don't want to hear it. I know there's other alternatives that you might have heard of, but there's so many features with the StreamerBot.
Yeah, StreamerBot is
that make this so much better than all the other options I've looked
something
at.
I've been wanting to set up for a while.
A dozen other ones. So let's go through them all. For one, they have this really neat tab system. So if you just want to focus on your Twitch audience or just your YouTube audience, you can filter your messages per platform. And in the case of YouTube, since you can have multiple YouTube streams, you can even filter your messages per YouTube stream. So
Cool.
if you only want to focus on your vertical messages or only your horizontal messages, you can do that too. It also gives you the option to send messages to every single stream all at once.
Cool.
Or choose if you only want to send it to one platform at a time. What's more is if you click on any of the people that are talking in chat, it's gonna pull up a card with a history of all of the messages that they've sent that stream. So if someone in your chat's like, excuse me, streamer, you like missed my question earlier? You can like just click their name and you don't have to go hunting for the last thing that they said. And that works for both Twitch and YouTube. I should also mention that this supports
Wow, that's annoying.
I don't think anyone cares. I should have mentioned that earlier though. This card menu also has these quick little timeout buttons for different durations, which is really convenient. And you can also visit their Twitch channel or look at their Twitch viewer card if you want to see like their entire chat history since the dawn of time, not just for that stream.
Okay.
And there's a ban button here for when people are being
Okay.
I believe this is the only multi-chat tool that allows you to ban YouTube viewers, which if you've never streamed to YouTube Shorts yet, trust me, you are gonna need to ban a lot of people. Jesus Christ. YouTube Shorts is the most toxic platform I've ever streamed to in my life.
What?
It also supports slash commands.
More than cake?
So you know how on Twitch you can type slash and then there's like these handy shortcuts for like
Oh, that's
rating people?
cool.
You can do that here too. One of the slash commands that's really handy, they have a title command, which allows you to update your title on
every platform.
all at the same time, so you don't have to be digging into like 3 different dashboards just to update your stream titles. However, if you want to change the titles of each stream individually, allow me to plug my own stuff right now. So I actually made my own little widget that you can dock inside OBS. And this allows you to update all your stream titles all at once.
He's updating it heavy
It
sense.
also gives you the option to update each stream individually. There's also handy little shortcuts to take you to the dashboards for each platform, which if you stream on YouTube...
Okay. This is what we're going to do. My goal every week is 4-hour streams, right? Is 3 4-hour streams. I've hit it 2 weeks in a row. I'm 45 hours into my 576-hour goal for the stream. But I want to set this up. I want to set up multi-streaming. I want to set up a streamer bot. Also, I'm getting harassed by my friend to play Marvel Rivals. I do also want to take advantage of the hype of new game a little bit because I am interested in it. I do want to play a little bit. So, this is what we're going to do. I haven't reached 4 hours yet, which means if I don't stream anymore today, today won't count. And that's bad. And I don't like bad. Bad's bad. W knowledge. If you didn't know, bad's bad. So, this is what we're going to do. Since I have to turn off stream to get ATEM working, I am going to... God, why are there so many people here right now? Oh, that's me. I'm going to drop stream. Fix ATEM. Get back on stream. Go live in a multi-stream. Play a Gamma High Guard. If I get anybody in stream for that game, I'm going to continue playing High Guard. If I don't, we're going to Marvel Rivals. And I will be aiming for 4 hours. That doesn't mean I'm going to stream for 1 hour. I need 4 hours consecutive. So, I'm probably going to take 15 to 30 minutes max break right now. I will also be jumping in Discord. So you will hear people that are not nasally, which is a big W for people that can't stand it, like every one of my friends. So, like the video, subscribe, keep updated. If you're my IRL friend, follow me on the YouTubes, or not the YouTubes, the Facebooks. I don't feel like posting that shit anywhere else yet. Looks like I got a lot of work to do on it. W Kitty. I don't know where he's been at today. He has not been interested in his chair. Now I'm gonna go do a big poo poo and then come back and be productive. Love y'all. See, hopefully, all three of you here in a very short while. Appreciate the views today, and I'll be right back.